That's a good rule. That's what it is.
Good afternoon. I would like to welcome you to the October 28th, 2024 School Board Special Meeting. The time is now 12 o'clock. The school board would like to take a moment to respectfully acknowledge that we're residing on the traditional land of the Dene people. Our mission is to provide an excellent and equitable education in a safe, supportive environment so that all students will succeed and contribute to a diverse and changing society. Ms. Richardson, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Burgess,
Here.
Mrs. Burnett,
Here.
Mr. Doran,
Here.
Miss Maples on Zoom,
Here.
Mrs. Hardy.
Here.
Thank you. The board has a quorum.
The next item is public comment. We haven't had anyone sign up in advance. Is there anyone in the room wishing to provide public comment on today's agenda? Seeing none, public comment is now closed. Next, we have our oath of office. Our Honorable Superior Court Judge Earl Peterson will administer the oath of office to our newly elected school board members, Loa Carol Hubbard and Morgan Doolian.
Thank you, Ms. Hardy. I suppose, since I'm the one with the mic, this is my opportunity for offering more serious words on this occasion. I did so 2 years ago, but I like the words. So before I administer them, I would just ask that you think about the words of some of those in history. And maybe this is public comment. I don't know, I should have signed up. But at the founding of our nation, John Adams wrote, "The whole people must take upon themselves the education of the whole people and must be willing to bear the expenses of it. There should not be a district of 1 mile square without a school in it maintained at the public expense for the people themselves." And almost a century later, Abraham Lincoln said, "Upon the subject of education, not prescribing to dictate any plan or system respecting it, I can only say that I view it as the most important subject which we as a people can be engaged in." And about a century later, we're left with this. When I think back on all the crap I learned in high school, it's a wonder I can think at all. Paul Simon. So, of course, the one I grew up with, because I'm not quite as old as Paul Simon, was I always remember fondly, at the end of every school year, they would play Alice Cooper, "School's Out Forever." Well, school didn't get out for me for quite a while, and here I am today. And I am pleased to remind everyone of these great words of Mr. Adams and Mr. Lincoln, that it is a solemn duty that we take on when we think about education. It is a contentious duty, clearly, but it is one that our children need for us to think about. So with that, I would invite up Ms. Carol Hubbard. That side, if you would, please. I have your, I'll meet you out there. Your oath of office, if you would, after I swear you in, sign that. Raise your right hand. And repeat after me, please. I do solemnly affirm
I do solemnly affirm
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Alaska
and the Constitution of the State of Alaska
and the laws of the Fairbanks North Star Borough,
and the laws of the Fairbanks North Star Borough,
and that I will honestly, faithfully, and impartially
and that I will honestly, honestly, faithfully, and impartially
perform my duties
perform my duties
as a Board of Education member
as a Board of Education member
of the Fairbanks North Star Borough
of the Fairbanks North Star Borough
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my abilities.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Come up. Take your seat. And Ms. Julian. Raise your right hand. I do solemnly affirm
I do solemnly affirm
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Alaska
and the Constitution of the State of Alaska
and the laws of the Fairbanks North Star Borough,
and the laws of the Fairbanks North Star Borough,
and that I will honestly, faithfully, and impartially
and I will honestly and faithfully, impartially,
and that I will, yes, you got it. I got it all. Perform my duties
perform my duties
as a Board of Education member
as a Board of Education member
of the Fairbanks North Star Borough
of the Fairbanks North Star Borough
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And with that, I thank you. I turn the meeting back over to your even fuller board.
Thank you so much, Judge Peterson. Our next item on the agenda is the reorganization of the board. The gavel will be given to Superintendent Dr. Minor to conduct the election of board president. After the election of the president, the gavel will be turned over to the newly elected president to conduct the remaining election for vice president, treasurer, and clerk. If there is more than one nomination for office, a vote will be taken by secret ballot.
All right, nominations for board president are now open.
Thank you. I move to nominate Melissa Burnett to serve as president for the Fairbanks North Star Borough Board of Education during the 2024-2025 school year.
Melissa Burnett has been nominated. Are there other nominations?
Move to nominate Brandy Hardy to serve as president of the Fairbanks North Star Borough Board of Education during the 2024-25 school year.
Brady Hardy has been nominated as president. Are there any other nominations? Seeing none, we'll close nominations and we'll go to a vote. Our new president is Melissa Burnett. President Burnett, would you like to do elections for the other members, or would you like me to host those?
If you'd like to, Dr. Minor, you go right on ahead.
Do you have a comment, Mr. Doran? No? Okay. All right. Nominations for Vice President are now open.
I would like to nominate Meredith Maple for Vice President.
Meredith Maple has been nominated for Vice President. Are there other nominations?
I'd like to nominate Tim Doran for Vice President.
Tim Doran has been nominated for Vice President. Are there other nominations? Hearing none, we'll go to a vote. Meredith Maple will serve as the Vice President. Nominations for Treasurer are now open.
I would like to nominate. Oh, go ahead, Meredith. Sorry.
I was going to move to nominate Tim Doran to be treasurer for the following school year.
Tim Doran has been nominated as Treasurer. Are there other nominations?
I would like to nominate Morgan Doolian for treasurer for the 2024-25 school year.
Morgan Doolian has been nominated as Treasurer. Are there other nominations? Hearing no other nominations, we'll go to a vote. Tim Doran has been elected Treasurer. Nominations for Clerk are now open.
I'd like to nominate Bobby Burgess for clerk for the 2024-25 school year.
Bobby Burgess has been nominated for Clerk. Are there other nominations? Congratulations, Bobby. You've been named Clerk. I'll now turn the gavel over to Ms. Burnett.
Thank you, Dr. Minor. Thank you to the board. Right now, we will move on to our board comments. And we will start down with Mr. Burgess.
Thank you, President Burnett. Just want to welcome the new board members. Very much looking forward to working with you. Glad to have some new perspectives on the board. And I really hope that we can get to know each other better over the coming months so that we can be an effective team. Thanks.
And I forgot we had Miss Maple on Zoom if she would like to go next.
Thank you. Can you hear me okay? It's just,
Yes, we can hear you.
okay. I echo everything that Mr. Burgess said. I'm looking forward to all working together. And I did want to specifically speak to, I know with Ms. Murati leaving the board, having been our treasurer for a very long time, my nomination of Mr. Doran to treasurer came out of how impressed I've been with his running of the budget committee and those reports back. And so I'm glad to see that happen. But that's all the comments I've got. Thank you.
Mr. Doran?
Thank you and congratulations to your new position, Ms. Burnett. And a couple of thoughts that I have is just as I was thinking about our coming years, kind of hopes for the board. And I think that we're well positioned to do that with our membership and to continue a great trend that we've had, but to stay very student focused, to dare to dream for our kids and to stay centered, govern with focus from the center and for the good of all. And I'm very hopeful that we'll build on the accomplishments we've had, especially the last 2 years, mindful of the finishing the work on policy that Ms. Sanderson started with and Ms. Hardy continued through her leadership, that we continue the community conversations that we've just started. And I think that's a good step forward. A couple of sort of, I guess, more housekeeping things. I hope that as we continue to move forward, keep all the board members informed. I know this is also an interest of every board member. And I'm looking forward to getting copies of the emails that as our president responds to them and stuff. And that the agenda setting meetings will become a regular part of our calendar. So we know those things there. I'm also hopeful that maybe we might either, I hope, affirm the updated board norms that we drafted last year or earlier this year, and update it or affirm our current ones that we have sitting before us at each desk. And then the funny thing, this is a wonderful year of opportunity to develop a strategic plan that reflects what our whole community wants our schools to be in meeting the needs, hopes, and strengths of our children in the years to come. And I hope that plan reflects how we can work towards that vision, starting today and achieve it over the next 5 to 10 years. I hope that we focus not just on what we think we can do today, but rather really what we want of that vision in the future. And I think this will really form the basis of what we do and how we advocate for public education, how we recruit and attract, retain educators, and how we then use our facilities funding and staffing to meet our needs and what we really want for children. So it's a lot of hopes, but I'm feel very, very positive about our team that we have and look forward to working with the whole team.
Mrs. Hardy?
First, a big warm welcome to our new members of the board. It's lovely to have new faces. And then last, I guess I just want to leave us, as I'm known to do, with a quote. And it's something that's gotten me through the past year and most of my life, actually. It's often attributed to Ralph Waldo Emerson, but that attribution might not actually be correct in the research I've done. So, to laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics, to endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to give of oneself, to leave the world a little better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition, to have played and laughed with enthusiasm and sung in exultation, To know that even one life has breathed easier because you have lived, that is to have succeeded.
Miss Carol Hubbard.
Thank you. I just wanted to say thank you to the community for putting me here, and I look forward to working with everyone. I think we've got a great team, and so I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
Mrs. Julian.
Thank you, President Burnett. I just want to first thank Brandy Hardy for the work that you did in paving a path to get us to where we are today, which I'm just incredibly humbled to be sitting here. And thank you to the community. Our community, though, you know, if you look at the election results, our community is pretty divided. Most of the election results were about 50-50. We face many challenges, and we know that as a board, we know that as a school district, and we need to foster change. But I don't minimize the fact that change can be scary, but we need to lead through that towards growth to create an educational system where all of our kids can thrive. But up here, we can't do this alone. So that's where everyone here comes in. There is no power for change greater than a community discovering what it cares about. And what we resoundingly care about are our schools. That's clear. No matter who you voted for, no matter where you sit, we know that we support our schools. So we cannot live only for ourselves. 1,000 fibers connect us. Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. So I look forward to serving alongside these fellow board members, and I'm honored to join today. I'm looking forward to serving the district, the leadership, the educators, the students, the community, the parents, the families. And I know that we can get through these hard times to a place where more of our students can thrive. So thank you.
And that'll bring me to me. First, I really do want to thank the board. Thank you for putting your trust in me. Thank you even to those who don't 100% trust me. I hope to earn that trust out of you over the next year. President Hardy, or Past President Hardy, thank you for your work that you have done for this board, truly, seriously. Thank you for everything you've put in and all of your energy, and I know that you'll bring twice as much over the next year, and I do look forward to tapping your advice, to working next to you, to be able to overcome things that maybe I may not be able to handle as you have handled them. And so my one promise to this board is that we will work together. I will get that information out to everybody, and we will be a board of this community. We will be a board that listens, and we will be a board that works together in collaboration and mindfulness with everything that we have coming forward this year, and that is my promise to everybody. Welcome to our new board members. I look forward to working with you. We all look forward to working with you, and I look forward to working with our administration and us as a board doing everything we can this year to just make our schools a better place for each of our students. Thank you all, and with that, I will take a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
We are adjourned.